I am so glad to see everybody here, and one of the fun things is that this is all about Phil tonight. It was originally going to be this wonderful celebration of lots of different athletes, but it's about Phil and his contribution to a tremendous history of athletics at this school, which we're all very proud of. We have a magazine that's going to come out in about a month or so that is about our athletics, so I hope you take a look at that as well. So we're going to get started with Scott Gerwin, who is the head of our alumni board, class of 1982.
Hello, as Melissa said, I'm the president of the alumni board, and I'd like to welcome you all to this year's Athletic Hall of Fame induction, honoring Phil Carlin, class of 1958. The Columbus Academy Athletic Hall of Fame is designed to recognize and honor former student athletes, coaches, and other individuals who have made exceptional contributions to the athletic program at Columbus Academy. Membership into the Athletic Hall of Fame is limited to those individuals who have brought positive recognition to the school, enhanced the reputation of the school, and have made outstanding contributions either as a superior competitor or as an outstanding coach. Currently, there are 45 inductees in Columbus Academy's Athletic Hall of Fame. Phil will be number 46, and I'd now like to invite Phil Carlin's son, Will Carlin, from the class of 1993 to come up and say a few words on Phil's behalf from his classmate and former teammate, Steve Brown.
So as Scott mentioned, Steve Brown was initially scheduled to provide the introduction for my dad, and unfortunately he was unable to make it, so you get me. And most of you know me, but my name's Will Carlin. I'm class of 1993 and Phil's youngest son. But on behalf of Steve, my sister Kate, myself, my brother Andy, and the entire Carlin-Giller tribe, it is my sincere honor to introduce my father, Phil Carlin, class of 1958, as a new member of the Columbus Academy Athletic Hall of Fame. So what made Phil so unique as an athlete and an exceptional leader? Well, Phil had what they call it the it factor. Back in the late 50s, the football coach at the time, Jack White, said Phil had instincts as a linebacker that you simply cannot teach. He literally was all over the field tracking down the opponent's ball carrier and generally disrupting the opponent's scheme. The it factor. During his junior year, Phil was the leadoff for the 4x100 freestyle relay with Steve Brown, Larry Laxon, and Tim Bigelow. And they won the state meet that year. And I believe that could have been the first CA team, the state championship. Something I was never aware of personally was that Phil went out for the varsity baseball team in his junior year. Many of his close friends were not even aware that he was even interested in baseball in the first place. For those of you who have played baseball, can you imagine hitting a curveball or a fastball without having any past experience? Phil did it. The it factor strikes again. Phil was not just an exceptional athlete, he excelled in the classroom as well. And Dad, congratulations on your induction to the Columbus Academy Athletic Hall of Fame. It's an honor so well deserved.
Excuse me in advance, because I'm going to talk about a lot of accomplishments, but they all lead to a purpose. So bear with me here. So what Academy did for me, the time I'm going to talk about is the summer of 1958, following my senior year here at the Academy. I graduated in June as a member of the class of 1958. I had just graduated and I had been accepted to attend Princeton University in the fall. All that summer I worried a lot, and I repeat, I worried a lot about attending Princeton University because I believe those boys attending from the Eastern prep schools, Exeter and Andover and Lawrenceville and Choate, would be so much smarter, so much more worldly, so better prepared, and better athletes than I was as a poor country boy from Columbus. Additionally, I wanted to play football. in college. But as a result of a broken left ankle at the academy football back in October, I was still recovering in May after spending most of my senior year at academy on crutches. In May, I was still able to hobble, but not really run. Truly, I wondered if I could compete against those Eastern prep school boys, either academically or athletically. Well, here's how it ended. I graduated from Princeton 4 years later, magna cum laude, played football all 4 years, was elected captain my freshman year, and I was the leading scorer in the Ivy League freshman team my freshman year. All that with a screw and a bolt in my left ankle. Academically, I majored in economics. In April of my senior year at Princeton, I was accepted to enroll at Harvard Business School for the following year. So, absolutely, I wanted to play football in college. Bear with me here now. There we go. So, without further hesitation, I can tell you that my successful careers at both Princeton and Harvard Business School were possible and were enhanced by my total experience at the Columbus Academy. Anything I achieved in undergraduate and graduate school was significantly due to the foundation provided by my academy education and experiences. So thank you, Academy, for what you did for me.
As you can see, Phil's accomplishments make him more qualified to be inducted into the Columbus Academy Athletic Hall of Fame. This plaque honoring his accomplishments will now hang in the athletic lobby. So this is the one that everyone gets to see. So